Welcome in my physio channel. So today we discuss about the classification of bone. This question is asked for the 5 marks in the anatomy exam. So the bone classifications, we have different classification, that is about 4. Okay, so first is according to shape. Okay, according to shape. Second is developmental classification. Third is regional classification, that is region wise. And fourth is the structural classification. So total 4 classification. Now we see one by one. So first is according to shape. उसमें भी हमारे सब classification है. So according to shape we have long bone classification, short bone, flat bone, irregular bone, pneumatic bone, sesamoid bone, and that is accessory bone. So these are the sub classification into according to shape classification. Second is developmental classification. In that we have membrane bones, cartilaginous bones, membranocartilaginous bones, somatic bones, and the visceral bones. Okay, total 5. Third is regional classification. In that we have axial skeletal and the appendicular skeleton. And the fourth one, that is structural classification. In that we have compact bone and the cancellous bone. So these are the basic classification of the bone. Now we discuss one by one in detail. So first we discuss about the according to shape classification. So the first classification is according to shape, that is long bones. Okay, so long bones, each long bone has an elongated shaft that is known as the diaphysis and 2 expanded ends that known as the epiphysis. Okay, example, okay, this is our bone. Okay, one bone like. Okay, so these 2 ends that known as the epiphysis and the middle part that known as the shaft that known as the diaphysis. So you have to write down this only and then example. So typically long bones that are humerus, radius, and ulna. These 3 bones from the upper limb. Femur, tibia, and fibula, that are the lower limb bones. So typical long bones example: humerus, radius, ulna, femur, tibia, and fibula. Let's see. See, humerus bone, the radius and the ulna, the femur, fibula, and the tibia. So these are the lower limb typical long bones and these are the upper limb typical long bones. Next is miniature or short long bones. So have only one epiphysis like metacarpals and phalanges. Okay, metacarpals and phalanges. So here these are our metacarpals: first, second, third, fourth, and fifth, and these are the phalanges. Okay, 3 in fingers and 2 in the thumbs. So total 14 phalanges and 5 metacarpals in hand. So these are the example of the short long bones. Next is modified long bones. So have no medullary cavity like clavicle. Okay, so clavicle is one of the exception in our body. Look like short bone, but it come under the category of the long bones, and that is modified long bones. Okay, so this is about the clavicle. Now the next classification is short bones. So short bones, that means the height of the bone is less. So example is tarsal and carpal bones. Tarsal means pugna and carpal means handna. Okay, so see here, this is our carpal bones. Okay, carpal bones. Okay, and here it is tarsal bones. These are the tarsal bones. Next is flat bone. Flat bones means like this. Okay, flat. So it is example is bones in the vault of the skull, sternum, ribs, and scapula. See, this is ribs, flat bone, scapula. Next is irregular bones. Irregular bones means uneven shape. There is no particular shape. That is hip bone, sphenoid. Sphenoid is the one of the carpal bones. Then first and second. Sphenoid is not carpal, that is scaphoid. Sphenoid bone and first and second cervical vertebra. These are the irregular bones. So this is hip bone. Okay, hip bone, that is uneven in shape. That's why it is known as the irregular bone. Next classification, that is pneumatic bones. Okay, pneumatic bones means air. Okay, so the certain irregular bones contain with large air spaces lined by epithelium. The example is maxilla and the sphenoid. So sphenoid type under come irregular bones also and pneumatic bones also. Now the sesamoid bones. It is the most IMP question for 3 marks also, only sesamoid bones. So in sesamoid bones, these are bony nodules found embedded in the tendons or joint capsules. They have no periosteum and ossify after birth. They are related to an articular or non-articular bony surface, and the surface of contact are covered with hyaline cartilage. So you have to write down this 3 sentences. It found embedded in the tendons and joint capsules. They have no periosteum, ossify after birth, and related to an articular and non-articular bony surface. Then the example, that is patella and the pisiform bone. These two are the example of the sesamoid bones, that is enough. And then you have to write about the functions. So functions of the sesamoid bones are to resist pressure, minimize the friction, alter the direction of pull of the muscle, and to maintain the local circulation. So these are the functions of the sesamoid bones, and you have to do this diagram just patella. So in patella, you just see the muscle attachment also, or you can just do this. Okay. So muscle attachment: vastus medialis, vastus lateralis, vastus medialis, vastus intermediate, rectus femoris. Okay, and you have to write the patella. So this is the answer of the sesamoid bone for 3 marks. Next is accessory bones, which is not always present. Just write down this. And example is sutural bones of the skull, cervical ribs, and the lumbar ribs. Okay, so this is about the sutural bone, or we can say Wormian bone in the skull. Now next is second classification, that is developmental classification. First we discuss the anatomical shape classification. Now developmental classification, in that we have 3: membrane bones, cartilaginous bones, membranocartilaginous bones, somatic bones, and visceral bones. Membrane bones means ossify in membrane. Just write down this: ossify in membrane. An example is frontal, parietal, and facial bones like maxilla. Then second is cartilaginous bones, ossify in cartilage. Example is humerus, femur, vertebral column in the thoracic cage. Then membranocartilaginous bones that ossify partly in membrane and partly in cartilage. That means half ossify in the membrane and half part ossify in the cartilage. So the example are the mandible, occipital bone, temporal bone, and the sphenoid bone. Then somatic bones. So most of the bones are in body, that is somatic, and visceral bones that are few and develop from pharyngeal arches. Examples are hyoid bone, okay, necma, then part of mandible, and ear ossicles. So here in this diagram, ear ossicles are same. Okay, so this is visceral bones, ear ossicles with their joints, stapes, incus, malleus, these 3 bones. Okay. The third classification, that is about the regional classification. Regional means region wise, so that is axial and appendicular. So axial skeletal includes skull, vertebral column, and thoracic cage, and appendicular skeletal include upper limb and pelvic girdle, and free lower limb. You just write down these some sentence, 1 to 3 sentence and example. The next classification, that is last, structural classification, in that we have 2 part, macroscopically and microscopically. Macroscopically, in that we have 2, compact bone, and other is the cancellous bone. Okay, so compact bone, that is dense in nature, okay, and extremely porous. So that is about this part. This is compact bone. Mostly we can show the soft part. And the cancellous or spongy or trabecular bone, that is about the cancellous bone, in that meshwork of rods, and plates, and meshworks of plates. These are the certain primarily types. Now the trabecular pattern present in the cancellous bone. Write was 1 sentence. Get trabecular pattern, and you have to draw this diagram. These only. Okay, you have to draw just 1 bone here, and then irregular mesh-like trabecular pattern. Okay. Now the microscopically, we have 5 types: lamellar bone, woven bone, fibrous bone, dentine, and cement. Lamellar bone, that means most of the mature human bones, whether compact or cancellous, are composed of thin plates of bony tissue called as lamellae. કે જે પણ મેચ્યોર બોન છે આપણી બોડીમાં, જે કેમ્પેક્ટ ઓર કેન્સલસ બોનથી બનેલા છે અને કવર્ડ બાય ધી ટિશ્યુ, thin tissue, that is known as the lamellae. Second, woven bone seen in fetal bone mostly, fracture થશે, repair પણ થઈ જશે, and in cancer of bone, that is woven bone. Fibrous bone found in the young fetal bones but are common in reptiles and the amphibia. Dentine and cement that is occur in the teeth. So this is about the microscopically classification of the bone. Now we revise quickly. So classification of bones, that is according to shape: long bones, short bones, flat bones, irregular bones, pneumatic bones, sesamoid bones important for 3 marks, that is patella and pisiform example. Then in a function, then accessory bones. Second type, that is developmental classification, in that we have membrane bones, cartilaginous bones, membranocartilaginous bones, somatic and visceral bones. Third is regional classification, that is axial and appendicular. And structural classification, in that we have two: macroscopically, in that compact and cancellous bone, and microscopically, that is lamellar bone, bovine bone, fibrous bone, dentine and cement that present in teeth. So this is about the bone classification, which question asked in the exam of the anatomy for 5 marks. Thank you.